WWE crown jewel under terrorist attack threat. WWE completes investigating former CEO Vince McMahon. WWE veteran blasts AEW, lavishes praise on Triple H. WWE's plans for Sami Zayn. Jake Paul comes to help Logan Paul at WWE Crown Jewel 2022. Logan Paul challenges The Rock. Let's jump right into it. WWE completes investigating former CEO Vince McMahon. WWE announced in their third quarter earnings report that they have completed their investigation into former CEO Vince McMahon. Vince resigned as CEO and chairman of WWE in July 2022. The announcement was made on Twitter, simply referenced his age as a reason to retire. Earlier this year, the Wall Street Journal published a story about alleged hush money payments to former female employees by Mr. McMahon. WWE's board of directors launched an internal investigation which resulted in former EVP of Talent Relations John Laurinaitis being dismissed from the company as well. The company revealed in its earnings report that the investigation has been completed and the special committee has been disbanded. The special committee investigation is now complete and the special committee has been disbanded. Management is working with the board to implement the recommendations of the special committee related to the investigation. For the 3 and 9 month periods ended September 30, 2022, the company's consolidated pre-tax results include the impact of $17.7 million and $19.4 million, respectively, associated with certain costs related to the investigation. Vince McMahon's resignation in July sparked a major shift at the top of the company. Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan were named co-CEOs of the company. Triple H replaced John Laurinaitis as EVP of Talent Relations and later was given the title of Chief Content Officer. The game has brought back several released superstars who were let go by the company under the previous regime and may be considering changing the company's premium live event strategy moving forward. Triple H had seemingly been preparing for this role by running NXT but stepped back due to recent health problems. The game now appears to be very healthy, as he was recently seen trying to break apart the brawl between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley on this week's Raw. It will be interesting to see the additional changes Triple H makes to the product in the years ahead. Did you enjoy the product more when Vince McMahon was in charge? Let us know in the comments section below. WWE veteran blasts AEW, lavishes praise on Triple H. Dutch Mantel recently praised Triple H for WWE SmackDown's improvement while criticizing AEW show Rampage, saying he couldn't even watch the show. Since the game assumed power, WWE's programming has improved considerably, with less filler content and more logical advancement of storyline. Not just quality, but the ratings have also witnessed an upswing, thanks in part to the rehiring of released fan favorites like Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Karrion Kross, and more. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Smack Talk, Dutch Mantel gave Triple H credit for WWE's improvement, particularly that of SmackDown. The wrestling veteran stated that owing to his years of experience in the business, Triple H has managed to open many doors that have made the Friday night show exciting. SmackDown really shows a lot of improvement and a lot of doors that can be opened. Before they didn't have any, they almost closed the door. You would have needed an axe to break it down. But now they have so many things open to them, and it opened up fairly quickly. They got a guy in there, Triple H, who knows how to open these doors. He knows what makes a good TV show because he's been around there before, and I really like what they are doing, said Dutch Mantel. Furthermore, Mantel took potshots at EW Rampage, which also airs on Friday nights moments after SmackDown wraps up. He then revealed that he tried watching the show but couldn't get himself to sit through the whole hour. We didn't talk about Rampage and I don't even want to talk about it. I tried to watch that show the other day. My God, I just couldn't, added Mantel. While Dutch Mantel is a fan of how WWE's landscape has changed with Triple H in power, Vince Russo was critical of the same. On the recent Legion of Raw episode, the wrestling veteran voiced his frustrations with Triple H juggling 2 duties as the head booker while appearing on TV simultaneously. Russo explained that Hunter being involved in an on-screen role has distracted him from his primary job of booking the weekly programming. This show was written like a part-time job. Right off the bat, Asuka and Alexa are healthy. Oh okay, bro, we'll do the segment where they'll run in and make the save and that'll be our tag team match. That's 5 minutes to book. That's what I'm talking about, bro. This is not a part-time freaking job. I don't care who you are, said Russo. It'll be interesting to see if Triple H will regularly appear on WWE television as he did during Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley's segment on Raw. Do you agree with Dutch Mantel's take on SmackDown being an improved show? Sound off in the comments section below. WWE's plans for Sami Zayn. Dutch Mantel is a big fan of Sami Zayn and Bloodline's storyline on WWE SmackDown, saying Zayn's rise was the greatest patience job in wrestling. The Bloodline saga is arguably the best in wrestling today. Each week, the faction steals the show with riveting segments that keep the viewers on the edge of their seats. From Zayn making his way into the stable to becoming an honorary use to his dissension with Jey Uso, WWE has struck gold with the storyline. On the latest edition of Sportskeeda Wrestling Smack Talk, Dutch Mantel heaped praise on how WWE has patiently booked Sami Zayn's rise. The wrestling veteran also gave a lot of credit for his success to Vince McMahon's regime, under whose tenure the storyline was first put into place. Mantel believes fans will remain invested even when Sami Zayn inevitably separates from Bloodline and joins forces with Kevin Owens to take them down. The greatest patience job I have seen is with Sami Zayn. But that's not necessarily Triple H. They have stretched it this long with the old regime. So when they do that, and I guess they bring in his partner, Kevin Owens or whatever, it's gonna work. Because now he's over with the crowd. Bray Wyatt got over with the crowd, said Dutch Mantel. Furthermore, Mantel emphasized how essential it is to understand what your audience demands to see and deliver accordingly. He then added that Triple H reads his audience well and was booking just what the fans desired. Listen to your audience. When you go out, you gotta read the room and you know what to do. And I'm sure Triple H listens to those fans. They don't make noise for no reason. You gotta them a reason to. They tell them where to go and not he decides where to go. Fans Triple H where to go. You just got to follow the path and he's got it. It needs no PhD or pseudoscience to understand, just listen to them, added Mantel. Roman Reigns threatened to remove the Uso surname from Jey Uso and bestow it upon Sami Zayn on last week's SmackDown. It adds another layer of complexity to the dense Bloodline storyline, making it even more compelling. Do you agree with Dutch Mantel's opinion on Zayn and Bloodline's storyline on WWE SmackDown? Sound off in the comments section below. Jake Paul comes to help Logan Paul at WWE Crown Jewel 2022. WWE may have a surprise twist planned for the epic encounter between Roman Reigns and Logan Paul at Crown Jewel, as teased by Triple H this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. The Maverick will challenge Roman Reigns for his undisputed WWE Universal Championship in what will be the former's third outing inside the squared circle. While Logan has proven in both his matches that he has the talent to stand toe-to-toe with some of the very best in pro wrestling, Reigns has the numbers advantage with the Bloodline in his corner. However, the YouTuber could have his own backup at the premium live event. Triple H seemed to hint on WWE's Q3 earnings call that Logan's brother, Jake Paul, could make an appearance at Crown Jewel to help even the odds. This Saturday we will be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel, where one of the world's most famous influencers, Logan Paul, will face off against the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Undoubtedly, Roman will have the entire bloodline with him, which would make one wonder if Logan will have his very famous brother Jake Paul, fresh off his win against Anderson Silva, in his corner to help even the odds, Triple H said. Roman Reigns has not often relied on the bloodline to make a difference in his matches, and Sarah's encounter against Logan Paul is expected to be no different. However, the presence of Jake Paul in Logan's corner could help the latter get closer to evening the odds. Logan has stated in the past that his brother will eventually follow in his footsteps by crossing over into the world of WWE. The Maverick added that Jake has the potential to take on multiple members of the bloodline on his own. Jake Paul could take on both of the Usos and Solo and Sami Zayn by himself and leave Roman up to me. But we can do it, he just needs to get involved, said Logan Paul. Jake Paul is fresh from his victory over former UFC champion Anderson Silva in a boxing match. The 25-year-old even performed Triple H's signature water spit during the weigh-in for his recent fight. Logan Paul challenges The Rock. Logan Paul already has his sights set on a bigger goal in WWE, as he wants to win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at Crown Jewel and defend it against The Rock. Last year, WWE Universe saw a few glimpses of Logan Paul when he was invited to the company by Sami Zayn. After appearing at WrestleMania 37, Paul began to make sporadic appearances. Earlier this year at the Show of Shows, he made his official in-ring debut against the Mysterios, and in August at SummerSlam, the YouTuber faced The Miz. With only 2 matches on his record, Paul is set to face the biggest challenge in the company as he goes up against Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. During an interview with Sport Bible, the Maverick was asked who he would like to defend his title against if he manages to shock the world at Crown Jewel. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, baby. It has to be because we have so much history. We go way back and he's larger-than-life man. I like taking on those types of personalities. So it has to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at WrestleMania, said Logan. Logan might be thinking way too ahead of the future, as he currently needs to face Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WWE Crown Jewel before going after the Brahma Bull. Before Logan Paul made his way to WWE and challenged Roman Reigns for the titles, Paul started his career at a young age as a social media influencer. He quickly gained success in the digital world and began collaborating with various celebrities, including The Rock. The People's Champion had left WWE and was making waves in Hollywood when he met Paul. The two were featured in several Vines and YouTube videos and became good friends off-screen. However, things changed between the two, and The Rock and Paul went their separate ways. In 2018, Paul's career took a huge hit when he uploaded the infamous Japan Forest incident to his YouTube channel. The video received massive negative reactions as Paul filmed a dead body while he was exploring the forest. After the release of the video, The Rock cut ties with Paul. Several videos of the two were removed from both their channels as the People's Champion wanted no association with Logan Paul after the incident. It has been years since the two have crossed paths. It will be interesting to see if Paul can ever reconcile with The Rock. Do you think Logan Paul will win the world titles at WWE Crown Jewel? Sound off in the comments section. WWE Crown Jewel under terrorist attack threat. WWE Crown Jewel is set to take place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia this Saturday, but apparently there are some within the company that aren't too excited about it. It was reported yesterday that Saudi Arabia received a warning of an imminent attack by Iran. However, the show is still going on as planned and WWE will monitor the situation. According to Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Live, there are plenty of people within the company nervous about the premium live event occurring this weekend. There was a lot of trepidation, and normally the people going on the trip are trepidatious normally going in, but now you have this on top of everything else. So, it appears that the show must go on, and hopefully everything turns out alright. Roman Reigns is set to defend the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Logan Paul this Saturday in the main event of Crown Jewel. Speaking on the Out of Character podcast, the 27-year-old mocked Roman for calling himself the head of the table before the premium live event. "I'm also not going to stop calling myself the table," said Logan Paul. "I am the table. Here's why, follow me." Roman Reigns is the tribal chief. Roman Reigns is the face of WWE. Roman Reigns is the head of the table. I am the table. If you remove me from the equation, and Roman Reigns is the head of the table, and there is no table, he's just a guy sitting in a chair. He's just a big tattooed guy sitting in a chair that looks like Aquaman, Paul said. Several title matches and a Bray Wyatt appearance are scheduled for Crown Jewel this Saturday. Time will tell if the show goes off as planned. Which matches are you most excited about for Crown Jewel? Share your thoughts in the comments section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you